that's a cool thing I love is like at the end, like, there's so many times you have conversations or you hang out with someone and you're like, fuck, I wish I would have got that on camera or whatever.
Right.
I feel like I get that, and I'm glad that I can share with other people. Like,
Exactly.
I can be like, yo, dude, the other day I met this guy and he's fucking like, he was telling me his crazy stories, and they're like, what are you talking about? Like, man, you had to be there. Like, it's kind of like here, like, this is conversation, man. Now you can be here.
That's a really good way to put it. Honestly,
Yeah,
you're there. You can still be there. Like, I mean, then again, it's like saying everyone has a story to tell, bro. Yeah. Everyone has a story to tell. Everyone has experiences. It's really interesting. So, what's really cool about your thing, you have endless material.
Yo, hold it real quick. I gotta do that, and then I gotta. We just jumped into it.
Oh shit!
I gotta introduce you.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Now I have to do some like magic and work this part around to the front and do. I gotta do some stuff.
Right.
But what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Slop on the Pod. It's episode 41. I'm with a guy that, once again, like I've had other guests. It was just someone that you watch the podcast.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, I appreciate you watching it.
Fuck yeah.
And every time you shared it, I was like, yeah, hell yeah. And then one day you're just like, yo, I should get on. And after I went through your Instagram, I was just like, oh shit, like this guy's like, he's interesting. And then we started talking, and it was kind of in the works for a while, but
no, yeah, I mean, like, timing, dog.
Scheduling conflicts.
I mean, no, shit, dude. Like, if it was gonna happen, it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
But
but I got my boy over here. Is it how do you say?
Well, people know me as Joey.
Okay.
Joey. Like, my Instagram name is the Salvadorian Diver. I
That's
am
how I know.
Salvadorian.
That's how I know you.
No, yeah, but
That's how I know
you
you.
can call me Joey, bro. You can call me whatever you want, bro. My actual name is Joel.
Oh, okay. I'll call you Joel. Do you like that name or no?
Everyone gives me that question anywhere, and I tell them I don't care.
Like,
I mean, like,
that's cool.
Here's the thing, dude. I mean, everyone's different, and I never understood why people really do mind what they're called. And it's like, call me whatever, dude. It's like, I mean, you have my attention.
Yeah.
There you go. It's like, and if you want to get to know me, there you go. I mean, I can. That's how you get to know me. You'll get to know my name and shit.
Yeah, true.
Right.
Damn. No, but another thing that I really got from you was you're 420 friendly.
Right.
Let's put it that way.
I mean, have you ever had someone like 420 friendly before in the podcast, or at least it's like someone based in the topic?
No, not really. No. Not anyone that I believe is like as knowledgeable as you.
Right.
So no, I would.
I wouldn't say knowledgeable, bro. I don't want to before, like, when we were talking, you think of me of this guy who just knows all this. Honestly, I don't claim that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you see on my social media, I have no filter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I mean, like, and be wary if anyone looks at it. You know what I'm saying? My stories, they have no filter.
Yeah,
so it's
definitely.
like, if you ever want to know like what kind of person I am, you really won't get a sense of that, because it's just random thoughts.
Yeah.
And I can just portray it as in a post or in a text or just like a video or something. Like, then there's some things I won't say or do or even just post, but it's like most of the time it's just like pure raw shit. What's like what I'm feeling, what I'm thinking, like. Yeah, what I enjoy, and I like to share things. It's like I've been more active in social media more than I have ever been, and I feel like that's what brought me here. So I want to see where it continues taking me. It's like, it's not just like sitting on your phone.
Yeah.
You could do whatever you want with it.
But see, you've proven the other side of like an argument to where, how much is too much phone time,
Right.
But it's like in your case, yeah, like you said, you were off social media for a while. I'm guessing you took a little hiatus, a break, or what?
No, I wouldn't say hiatus. It's just that.
What's hiatus? Is that like retirement? Or how just like go into like a break?
I wouldn't say like a trip. Yeah, what do you want? Yeah, a break, trip, whatever you want to say.
I try to use big words, and I just hope they work.
I know. I like to make myself seem smart when I know I'm just a fucking idiot, dude. I'm a guy with a big mouth, bro, and I know I'm gonna get in the comments and say, man, this guy's got a fucking mouth. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I know, I'm ready for that.
But like we talked about, like, you do you, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know, and shit, dude, whatever it is, man. It's like that's what you're gonna get from me whenever you'll get to know me. You know what I'm saying? I'll talk about whatever. No topic would be it's like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Well, then again, like you know, it always just seems with like what you're going through.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you'll be courteous and be like, you know what, I can't. Well, most of the time, you'll be like, you know what, it's like, what do you want to talk about? You know what I'm saying? Like, just keep these things interesting. Like, cause why just continue just like on repeat? Like, we've had there's times where people just have different like the same conversation, dog. Like for days, and you don't even know. You know, you're just like you're stuck in that same conversation, saying the same goddamn thing.
Yeah, that's
and you
true.
don't notice.
Sometimes, see, because I've been doing more podcasts, I do catch it to where I'm like, did I just say the same shit? Like, are we just going like in a circle where I'm just constantly like asking the same questions but in a different format? You know?
Yeah.
And I hate that I do that because I'm just like, that's just wasted. That's like it's like filler words. You know, it's like you're being lazy.
No,
like
but even
kind of like circling back.
If you know you're doing it. Okay, I get it.
I don't know.
Shame on you. But if you're doing it, I mean, since unwilling, I mean, like, hey, sooner or later you're gonna be self-aware.
Yeah, true. What was I gonna say? So getting into, I guess, you know, let's just start our first topic. The weed.
Yeah, right. I mean, the weed. Right.
So yeah, let's just so first, like, so if you don't mind me asking, if I ask you a question, you don't want to, just let me know.
Right.
I'm totally cool with that.
Okay.
How old were you when you first smoked? He's like, we can't talk about that.
No,
like,
I don't know. I want to remember because like
Oh, so
it's hard. It's hard to say. I want to say like I was still in elementary school. I want to say like, and then the person who introduced me like hopefully he's okay. Like I try to keep in touch with him because he has a cell phone in the freaking federal pen. Yeah, what do you know? That's another thing.
Do you want to bleep it out?
But like, you know, like yeah, I still keep up with it. Like he introduced me into it. Sadly, he's not here with me right now. I wish he could be, but you know he's got to do some time. But you know, yeah, I want to say 11, 12. Nah, I'm not proud of it, bro. Like honestly, bro, like there's always that stigma. Like the earlier you do it, like the cooler you are. It's like, why? I mean, like, if you're exposed to it, it's just a situation where it like it's just there, you know. I mean, if you're proud of it, I mean, you okay, like, but why?
Yeah,
you know. But yeah, I want to say it was a fairly young age.
Yeah, 11, 12. That is pretty young.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I think because now that it's you know starting to be legal in states, like there's more. I feel like there's more things coming up about it that I'm starting to learn.
Right.
And it's like not a bad thing. It really, you know what I'm saying?
No.
Like when it comes down to it, like, and it's really hard to like see to understand the other person's, you know, argument on why like it should be illegal.
Right.
Like it's really weird. So, and now that I'm getting into it, it's like all new to me, but like I don't know, it just fascinates me that you know,
it's very taboo, guy. I mean, like still to this day, man, it'll still be forever taboo. I mean, like we still have generations that went through fucking the prohibition, so they're still at it, bro. They still got the reefer madness fucking propaganda.
That's crazy.
I mean, like then again, I mean, who's to say? Like, look. If anyone bashes on it, by all means, is their opinion. Because like I'll tell you this, it's not for anyone, dude. Mm-hmm. It's not for everyone, and that's facts. Like, but there'll be different like categories. I can't really go into details. Maybe a couple if like off the top of my head, but yeah, not just weed. Just like with anything, it's financial things. Like you just can't. You know, it's like there's always it's gonna be something different. But that's just one freaking one example, you know?
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
It's not for everyone. There's always gonna be one reason, and I mean, bro, believe me, I've seen those reasons. You know, it's been there, so it's like freaking, you know. I mean, they've been in bad spots. You know, they've puked, they've had a bad trip, all that. You know what I mean? Like, they'll tell you, bro. They're like, nah, but then you know, say, come on, man, you gotta try, you gotta try.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you have this is like such good experience. Not everyone will have that same good experience. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, like, but that's the good thing about pot, dog. Like, that's why there's CBD. I mean, like, it doesn't have to be always THC.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people don't like CBD because they have such a trash name to it. Look, if you're gonna get high, okay, dude, yeah, whatever. But don't bash on CBD. Like, I know that didn't make sense, like what I'm talking about. I just saying, like, don't bash on CBD. Like, it's like people have never really people who say that, I can guarantee you they say they tried it and it's not from a good source, or they've never tried it at all. But they'll just tell you because they say, oh, will it get you high, and they'll tell you a no. It's like, okay, like they'll just bash on it. I mean, like that. No, dude, quality CBD, bro. It's amazing. It does wonders.
Mm-hmm.
It does wonders. Freaking,
CBD
I did win on a freaking CBD binge one time.
See, CBD to me is like diet weed.
Like I said, I mean, yeah, dude. No, dude.
Right.
Okay, so I work at a smoke shop.
Okay.
So how I try to be as descriptive as possible. So one of my sale pitches is people who don't want to get high, they just want to just, you know, consume it orally,
For the
smoke
health
it,
benefits.
whatever, just for actual health benefits.
Yeah.
Like they actually are curious to see if like they actually have actual health benefits, not just the people who are already introduced to it, but the people who haven't been introduced to it. So it's like I try to make it easy for them, especially because there's a lot of Latino culture that I comes into the store that I work at. So in a sense, it's like how I approach it is like, so they ask me, what is CBD? And I tell them, it's like, well, take your traditional weed. And they're like, okay, that gets you high, right? And they're like, okay, well, CBD doesn't get you high. It gets you all the medical properties without any sort of cerebral effect. Yeah, I mean, what defy cerebral effect? Because then again, like calm, you know, you can also induce being calm,
Mm-hmm.
but you'll be calm. You'll be calm. Like internally, like there's gonna be like some in the works, you know, like blood and so, like, I mean, it's great for acne. I didn't know that. I didn't know it was good for
CBD
acne.
was?
Yeah, dude. Because I mean, like
You put it on your face or just
no,
like
I mean, like there's topicals. Yeah, there's topicals that you could just put on your face, cream wise. I don't know if that's the term, but like, if you take it, sort of, it just take it, right? Like, look, THC, you will still have paranoia. Or like you know, regardless, right? You're still gonna be tripped out. But with CBD, you're gonna be completely chill. Like you're gonna be like as like a jellyfish, just vibing out in the freaking water, right? So you're gonna have a clear head. Like no sort of like negative effects. Because even then, dude, like it's like weed, like THC, like any sort of prescription drugs, there's side effects.
yeah.
Yeah. Dry mouth, dry eyes, paranoia, hunger. You know what I'm saying? Like, but going a little bit off topic, just to kind of explain like what it sort of is. But CBD, like, you can consider it as like decaf, like coffee. Coffee, there's coffee and there's decaf. You'll take the decaf just to get through the day. As CBD, you can just take it just to get through the day. But it'll have better properties. I mean, but then again, like decaf does like you know bring us some pretty good like benefits. Like you get that cerebral effect where it's like and I would say cerebral. You get that the placebo effect where it's like, okay, I'm
Oh, yeah,
caffeinated,
yeah.
you know, like I had that taste, you know, that coffee bean, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready to go. So you're not gonna, you know, damage if your heart. I don't know how it really affects, you know, diabetics or people with just like sensitive like blood issues, but I mean, like you just try to think about it as like simple as like Kush, decaf Kush. That's like you know, decaf Kush. Yeah. Yeah. But then again, you see me talking about like, off topic. You're gonna have to. You're gonna see that I say if you want to stop me, go ahead and stop me, bro.
No, you're good. Keep going.
Yeah, like, I'll just continue talking. So,
Yeah.
and then I don't even know what I would probably be saying, so I'll probably have my ideas everywhere. So if you want to keep me on topic, just hey, like tell me.
No, you're good. You're good.
Oh, yeah,
at least you're staying with the same topics to where it's not like we're just jumping around. But you're good.
Of course.
You're natural.
No.
Goddamn. But no, like there's so many things with, like I feel like there's a lot of gray area when it comes to like weed, especially with like some things being legal, some places being legal, and some places not.
Right.
Like, how does that work? So like, say if so technically, I guess, well, now Arizona, it's legal, right?
Yeah, it's recreational.
So okay, so if the cops come to my house and I'm smoking in the backyard, it's totally cool.
Yeah. Like I mean,
That's what I mean,
they won't just burst into your house just because they smell weed. Like,
no, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's at that level where you
could totally just pop a squat literally in your front yard and just light up a joint, take a dab, freaking have a bong rip, whatever. As long as you're in your property line. What can they do? You're in your property.
Oh, okay.
Like there you go. Like as long as it doesn't leave that, there's always gonna be, not now, but they're like soon enough they're gonna have like designated areas. There will always be designated
like
areas.
smoke area, like smoke pits.
Areas. I mean, like if you want to consider Cali, like it's not the. There's two cents. Like there's like the black market wise, and then there's like the legal market wise. Like they both have like little like they have the get-togethers, and then they really are different between both of them, because I've been to both. It's different. Like you like in Cali, you're there is no designated smoking area.
Yeah,
you'll never find it. Tell me, anyone, tell me if there is a place that says, "Yo, you can smoke here."
Like smoke weed or
yeah, straight up. They'll tell you can smoke pot. There is no place. They tell me. No,
there's not. But I feel like I've always thought if people can smoke cigarettes in this area, I feel like I can smoke weed in this area. Because
no, that's the thing. They don't.
I know, but like I feel like that. Like I'd rather smell like weed smell than cigarette smoke.
Weed as much as we want that world to be, bro. We're not just there. Like I mean, I mean, as far as like here wise, or just like they're just different places, bro. Like everyone thinks different. Like you're in different communities. You're gonna have this whole community. The whole city, dude. You'll never know. You'll never notice that. It's just like, you know what? It's like we just smoke pot. Like there's strictly pot. It could be anything. It could be anything. Like yo, we're take for instance, go to the valley. You know, the Valley Kids in Cali, dog. Or I mean here, or in some places, you know, it's like you go to a certain area, you know it's gonna be like high class. They're not gonna have nothing freaking small. They're gonna stick to the good shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why not?
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
I guess I never thought about it that way.
I mean, it's like it's always subjective, you know. If everyone's cool with it, no one's gonna say anything.
Yeah.
Like it'll just let it be. As far as over there, it's been there. It's been medical since the 70s. I don't know if you knew that in Cali. Like you can have a prescription in the 70s and you can legally smoke pot.
Yeah.
Like
I knew somewhat of that.
Yeah, like I didn't know that, so it's like I knew that where did it start? But like it's like you just think about that. Like it's been that long. It's like how long you think like they've just been at it? They've just been known for it. They don't care.
Yeah,
they don't care. Like I mean, as far as like the odor, like now it's just all hell's loose. And if you go over there, bro, and if you really see like for what the community is, like it's a major trip, bro. Like you're gonna see just like it's chaotic. It's chaotic. And then again, the people are gonna be like, "Yo, what define chaotic?" You know?
Everyone has a different definition of. Another thing, like off topic.
Right.
Like everyone has like their own definition, so it's really weird. Like the other day I was thinking about it. I don't know why I was randomly, like when you're driving, you just like, like 1 minute you're at a light, and the next thing you're like at the house, and you're like, where was I at in between those?
Right,
So
dude. Have you had that?
I have them all the time. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing.
Dude. God, you're just like you see one image, and then you're like, oh wait, I'm home.
Yeah, it happens
like,
all the time,
dude. Fuck, dude.
But no, the other day I was thinking about like what were we talking about? We were talking about before.
Before we were talking about.
This is the one thing I was afraid of, but it'll be fine. It's gonna come back to me now.
Right. Dude, I'm saying, bro. Look. I'm not diagnosed. I just. Yeah, I like to read on the internet. But then again, everything I read was from the CDC. So I don't know. I mean, can you really bash on the CDC on the CDC?
I don't know. Like, I'm not too. I don't know the different. Like, I don't know what CDC is. That's
the guys are just the medical guys. Dog.
Oh, duh, yeah.
There you go.
Sorry,
you know what I'm saying? It's like
I have brain farts sometimes.
I get you.
Yeah.
The guy who just make the whole medical statement, just make sure it's just like everything's safe and that as you can tell, I'm not very educated, so I'm very ignorant and I'm very self-aware about that. So I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I was like, hey, yeah. I never say that my shit is always gonna be the truth. I'll just speak my thoughts.
It's your opinion.
It's my opinion.
You're free to have it.
And I will. And like I said, I'm self-aware of it. So I'm saying like, I don't care if it's true. It's like I'll say it. Mm-hmm. I mean, if I'm feeling some type of way, I'll back it up, or I won't back it up. It's just just the way it is. But then again, it always has to be something like it's just valid. Why waste my time and energy? But that's we're getting way off topic. You know what I'm
saying? Something I wanted to ask you: how do you feel about now that weed's legal and stuff? Like how do you feel about people that are currently in prison because of
bro,
like a weed offense?
Bro,
because it's a confusing thing, because it's like it's almost like it's like when you make up a game with your friends and like you start losing, so then you change a rule mid game,
right?
And then it's like, the fuck, that's not fair. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like all of a sudden, these people were in trouble because at the time, weed was an illegal thing that you could get big time for.
Of course. And
now that it's legal, it's like, wait, so I'm in prison because of something that's okay now. Like I feel like once that happens, it's like, all right, like get them out. I don't know, but it's not like that, right? Because there's still people.
No, they laid out. I don't know. I've read. I can say I'm fucking ignorant, bro. I can't keep up with shit, bro. Like I'll be on my phone, but I mean, half of the time, dog, it's not with current events. I as I have to be. So I'm very ignorant. Like I will admit it, bro. I'm ignorant as a motherfucker, bro.
No, that's why.
But then I'll try to have a sense and I'll just speak my mind.
Exactly.
But is that so wrong? I'll admit it, bro. I'm ignorant. Yeah, it's all right.
No. Most of this is just like your opinion.
Of course, yeah.
So yeah.
Then
like
again, it's like, look. So, look, I've had plenty of friends. They've been like caught by the law. I want to think whoever has been taking care of me, that I haven't faced any sort of like that, any sort of like related to that. I've been in close situations where I could have. But I didn't say maybe it just wasn't my time. But I use my brothers, my homies. I call my brother. You know what I'm saying? It's like not really blood related, but you know what I'm saying? Like, what is family? You know what I'm saying? We're all just the same in one sense. But what I say is just like my homie. Like I use their experiences of how they go through, and I'll just learn from that, like I don't really have to go in my thought process is so, what, I don't really have to go through that experience. I should just learn from my environment and just not cause a problem, and like am I really less of a whatever it is I am claiming? Not really, it's just that, I mean, if you face a law, okay, like that's horrible. That's horrible. You just got handed a bad hand. And if you haven't, I mean, good for you. Like hopefully, you know, you never get to, because I mean, like the law, bro, it's scary. Like you can be the hardest motherfucker, bro, and I mean, going in there, you're by yourself, bro. No matter what, no matter what, like as fresh meat, as say per se, you know, you're by yourself. You don't know who the fuck you're gonna know. These people are fucking already there. They're homies. So it's just like, I mean, you got that going through your head as far as anyone who's never been to jail. You're alone. You're fucking alone. Yeah, I mean, maybe you'll have a good experience, maybe you won't, but I mean, do you really want to go there? Not really. And then whoever did, it's horrible. Like it's genuinely horrible. Because I mean, like, look, I'll tell you this. Anyone who is profiting right now, as far as like Nevada, Washington, California, wherever it is, Colorado, blah, 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 whatever, fucking whoever is just big marijuana, bro, it's no better than big whatever. You got these big suit guys literally doing what we want to do, what we like, mom pop stuff, what we want to do, and they have whatever liberty to do so with no sort of like charging time of like doing time for consequences. The only way that you're gonna do time, from what I've seen, is if you commit fraud. That's if you get caught. You know, they got a whole different ball game. You know what I'm saying? But it's funny. They got it easier. You know, they just don't gotta get caught.
Yeah.
Cause there's been fucking just snakes. Just whatever, bro, in the cannabis community in whatever state, bro. You just gotta look at what they're pushing, the quality of the meds. It sometimes it's honestly ridiculous. And not even then, like, I'm talking about the quality, we're talking about the pricing, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, like there's gonna be like $120 bottles of champagne to whatever, you know, what is, like, you know, the category of like the what cost is, right? But when it comes to just like your medicine, right? Yeah, of course you like the more better your medicine is, the more the value is. But let's defy this, bro. Like medical, recreational, whatever, it don't matter. Like if you have a passion for it, you'll see it in the company. And I've heard many people say, you know what, man, this store, it just ain't cutting it. The prices are horrible because of the quality and so and so. It's just, I feel like I'm just literally losing right there. And it's horrible, bro. Like people don't really get ever. Yeah, I'm talking about here. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be more discreet, I'm talking about here in Arizona. Because ever since it became recreational, I don't know if you noticed, but as far as my medical users, the prices went up, bro. As far as like like taxes. No, not taxes. Not taxes. Taxes are different, but like they put it at the product at a fixed price. It's, you're always gonna pay that base fixed price. The only difference is the taxes. So here in Arizona, you're like the product. You're fighting against medical and recreational. At least in some stores, because there's some stores that are just strictly medical. But for the most part, recreational and medical, they get the same stuff. There is no, okay, this is solely for medical and this is solely for recreational. It's survival of the fittest. You know what I'm saying? It's battle royale. Whoever gets the good shit, it's gone. And if it's not there, not there. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad, bro. It's sad. It's sad when you don't have like what you're used to. Because it's like it's not as available, or even then, if it is, it's not where it's like, it's, I wouldn't say affordable, but just like logically affordable, man. You know, it's always a very, very different like experience when it comes to pricing and quality. It will never be in tune. You'll never find that in tune as far as like the recreational or like medical industry. You just gotta play ball, though. It's a playing karaoke, fucking musical chairs, whatever, gambling, whatever. You know, you're playing a gamble. I mean, like you never know, cause like you have good stuff one day, and then that same company would just throw in a bad batch the next day. It's super hard to keep up.
Inconsistent.
Yeah, it's very inconsistent.
Yeah.
Yeah, in any sense, Yeah. So, I mean, that's where it's always great that we like people could try to grow for themselves. Like go at it, because like then you know what you're ingesting in yourself. Sometimes I mean you don't want to the nutrients or sort of like the method that that specific person, or at least just like you just never know, like it's like and it's possibilities you just can't really ask those questions. So if you want to, you could just do it yourself and then just like see what works for you. And then again, it's like you have your own little stash in the legal standpoint, because I mean, hey, like here in Arizona, you can have some plants, go crazy.
How is there like a legal amount you can have, or is it you can?
Recreational is an ounce tree. I don't know how many edibles, but but as far as recreational, you're restricted on the amount of how much milligrams you can possess. Um, and then I don't know about the concentrates. So I knew, but I forgot. I think I remember like medical was it was like 4 or 5 total grams of concentrate, but like medical is again for tree you can have 2 ounces, but you can possess it. Like it's so interesting, man. I'm telling you, like no one really knows. No one knows. Like you could like they tell you can have a certain amount of plants. But then again, bro, I'm telling you. So if medical or recreational, you can only have 1 ounce or 2 ounces, either or. If you wherever part you stand at. But as far as the legal amount of plants you can hold, it's like it. I forgot what it was the amount of. I think it was like 4. I don't remember. But just one plant, bro, could almost make a half pound.
Damn. That's crazy.
If you grow it decently, it's like if you take good care of it, it's like, let's just say someone fucking like goes ham, and you got a nosy neighbor. Then what?
Yeah, that's true.
Because you're not a big head. You're going straight to jail, buddy. Then you got lawyer fees. You got charges.
You better hope you have cool neighbors.
Hope, yeah, you better hope, because it's just a factor of just having that one like bad neighbor that's just gonna cost you your life. Like and they don't they're barely coming out with so much like just that information. It's like, dude, imagine the amount of people that fucking got caught fucking up that from point A from point A to point B. You know what I'm saying?
In their car.
Yeah, like just like that. Like they it's very vague. We're still learning. We're still learning.
Yeah.
We're still learning.
Do you think, unless I don't know, but do you think they'll ever come out with like how they have like a breathalyzer?
They
for
already
alcohol?
do, bro.
They do?
Hell yeah!
Oh, I didn't know that.
Hell yeah!
So how does that work?
Same
thing. You
just same as a breathalyzer, bro.
Wow.
Yeah. Or I mean, they could do. Yeah. They did say when I was reading it, they did describe it as a breathalyzer. I want to say it could be just it picks up on just by like little specks that you might have in your mouth, and it'll just blow it into like the thing, and it'll catch it and say, all right, like how much does this guy have? It's not perfect, but they do have an idea already in progress.
Oh.
Like I've been also looking at they've been doing research where it's like, how does pot affect your driving? It's like you smoke the fatty or whatever. These is like you're just like not in your 5 senses. You know what I'm saying? It's like they think that it's like it does make a difference. It depends on the person. It really does depend on a person. Like it's same with alcohol. I do not condone it when I say this, that drink and drive. Don't you know what? I won't even say it. I just say that everyone's built different.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Everyone's
I get
built
what you're
different.
Mm-hmm.
So it's everything is so vague, you know. And even then, bro, it's like they don't care about alcohol. Why do they don't do that?
Yeah,
they don't do that.
You know what's weird is just one time, I had I'm not gonna say no names or anything, but I had a
Mm.
buddy,
Mm-hmm.
and we went driving, went to go get food or something, and we had been drinking,
Right.
and it was one of those things where I was like, well, you're less drunk than I am, so I said, which isn't any, it's not a good thing, but at the
No.
same time, like, I had known him and had drank with him long enough to, like, I know when he can't, you know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people listening are probably like, "No, you're dumb," like, and I get it. It was stupid of me to even let him drive or anything,
Right.
but like, I knowing him as a person, I was like, oh, he's totally fine. Like, we played beer pong,
Right.
and like, he it was like literally me and his wife, and like he beat us, and so he rarely drank any alcohol as it was. So I was like, he probably had like 2-3 cups of beer,
Right.
which is only like a shot,
A sip,
Yeah.
a swig.
So I was like, he's totally fine. So he drove to get us food. He gets pulled over, and I'm telling him, I'm like, dude, you're not drunk. You can't even smell on your breath. You barely drank anything. Just tell him you haven't drank.
right.
I'm over here being the bad, I'm the devil on the
You're
shoulder.
the fucking bad influence.
I'm over here like, no,
my
don't tell him. He's not
God.
gonna know.
Guy. You got it.
You got, yeah.
You got you.
So-
You're coaching it through, man.
Yeah,
He's like, all right, you got this, kid.
So I'm telling him, I'm like, dude, like, you're totally fine. Just
Right.
tell him you haven't drank anything. You're gonna be fine. He's like, okay. As soon as the fucking cop gets to the window, he asks him, he's like, you been drinking? He's like, oh yeah, I had like 2 beers.
Bro.
Right away. And the guy's like, okay.
Hey.
And he's like, how long ago was that? And he's like, it was about like 2 hours ago. He's like, okay. He's like, where are you guys going? He's like, we're just went to go get food. We're just heading back. He's like, okay.
Right.
Gets him out of the car, and the whole time it's me and his wife sitting in the car. We're just like, oh my god, like she's like freaking out. I'm like looking back, like, okay. Now he's taking he's doing the little test they do in the street,
Right.
and he's like passing him, flying colors. You can
Yeah.
tell, like he's not like moving nothing. Does all those. Then they're like talking, and all of a sudden I see him turn him around and start putting handcuffs on him. And I was like, oh my god, they're putting him in handcuffs. They're arresting him.
Right.
And his wife just started crying, and I was like, oh my, like, what are we gonna do? It was insane, and it was like definitely a bad time, like for him, and like just mainly him. I feel so bad, but he got through with it. Everything was fine. But like, so what the reasoning was the fact that he was driving well, knowing that he had been drinking. And the thing, and he
action.
So hold on. So, and he blew into the
breathalyzer,
and he was below the the limit, like the good part. What I don't know how to say it, but he was fine. Like,
yeah, he was.
They're like,
below.
oh yeah. They're like, so in a way that, and they gave him a DW. What's it called? It's like a DUI, but it's not. So technically, you weren't drinking and driving below, like past the limit, but you were drinking or you were driving well, knowing that you had consumed alcohol within, a certain amount of period.
Okay.
So because of that, he got in trouble. And so he spent like a night in jail. And
oh, no.
it was like a whole thing. Yeah.
Dude, talk about having a fucking shit on your record just for having a sip. Oh,
exactly,
God.
Man. And I feel like that is another, for me, it was a big surprise. It was also like that gray area where I was like, wait, so here, if I, you know what I'm saying? Because I know people that have gotten pulled over and they're like, yeah, I've been drinking. I had like a beer or two.
Right.
On, 2 hours ago, whatever. And they're like, okay, like, and then they do the test. You pass the test, you can walk straight. You're fine. Like, you're good to go.
Right.
I've seen that.
You've
so
seen that.
To see this, I was like totally blown.
But
I was
where
like,
were you though? Here still in like
Yuma
County?
I was in Colorado.
There you go, bro. There you go. It goes back to that topic. It's a different. It's always how people like perceive it different.
Yeah.
Like drinking, smoking, like it's just how you perceive it, and it'll even show in law enforcement. It's like, you know what? Like, I'll give him a notice. I'll give him like a small fine. But I mean, like, if you're at the wrong place and you did the wrong thing, and then you're like, you know what, man, I'm gonna ruin. Now, I don't say like this guy's thinking like I'm gonna ruin this guy's life. I don't know what he's thinking, but just this year, going to jail. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what for what. It always just depends. It always just depends on where you are. I feel like here in Arizona, I think they really do lean on like the drinking. I mean, we're known for drinking, I think.
Arizona?
I think so. Bro. Like, dude, Arizona, like, as much as they want to say like California has like a little bunch of like Latinos. Like California has like a multicultural, like hella. It's a jungle. Like, but here I want to say here, just comparing the two. It's like here, it's very Latino based. You know what I'm saying? Like no matter how you look at it, like wherever you go, you're gonna see Latino based community.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to use here our small little town as an example, like Yuma County.
Yeah.
Think about it, bro. You go to San Luis, Arizona, Latinos.
Yeah,
Next,
very.
whatever you want to say.
I mean, it's because we're so close to the border, correct?
Right. There you go. That's San Luis. You go to fucking Somerton, Latinos.
Yep.
You go to Yuma, like you get a good mix of everyone.
Because of the Marine base nearby.
Right.
That brings a lot of people from different places.
It, bro. When you go anywhere and everywhere in Yuma, think about it. Don't you just feel like it's just heavy Latino vibe? Like you wherever you just think it's just, you know what, I feel like I gotta act I'm within like, just not want to say act a stereotype, you know what I'm saying, but you feel you're like, you when you talk English you'll just like, hey, how's it going, you know what I'm saying, like when you talk Spanish, like, hey, mucho gusto, you just get like, you get that freaking different vibe, you just turn into like that whole different person.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So you just feel like when you're here, as far as Yuma, you still get that. You get out, fuck, bro, you'll still get it. Go to El Centro.
Well,
everywhere. But then again, even then, in the city, all I see are Latinos. All I see, or maybe my mind just processes Latinos all the time. But it's just like, I'm just very happy about that. I mean, like, no, like I don't. I see multiple people, like all kinds of people, but just my mind always just sees like of the majority. It's just maybe it just pictures it a lot, and it just make it, and then after that, I just feel like my Latino language just comes out. Like that other person comes out. You know, we all have different vibes. It's like, I feel like if you learn a different language, I feel like you become a different person. You know?
Yeah, of course. I think it comes with it because like you get a sense of like, you feel like you have a new identity now.
Yeah.
You know, you just change your voice up. I think that's like one of the hardest. Like once you get that down, once you've changed your voice to like a different accent or something, you know, next thing you know, you just change your hair color and you could be a whole different person.
You can.
You can literally move and start over with an accent.
Whatever the fuck.
It's weird, right?
Right.
I mean, I don't know about nowadays. I mean, we got Facebook, we got Instagram. A lot of people. You don't need to be fucking no detective to really find out information about anybody.
No, dude, they'll gladly just put it out there. Nothing wrong with that. It's just like, always choose what you want to share, because you never know what's out there.
Yeah.
But then again, what are we talking about now? I don't know if this is really honestly in the topic.
So let me ask you this, because you just brought that up.
Right.
So I've always had this. I know I've had this conversation on other podcasts with, I believe, like Andy and other people.
Okay.
But so my thing is, you know, there's always these people. I think we're taking a big left turn at this point. So if you guys are like, what's going on?
This whole shit just went totally different, dog.
I'm just gonna start from here, and we're gonna continue this, and we're gonna be good on this one.
Right.
But no, so I've always had this thing where so like my fucking, there you go. See, I talk too much and I get that fucking brain fart.
All right, let's go. You got it, right?
So damn, dude, I just put myself on the spot and now I'm nervous. And I forgot what I was gonna say. Hold on. It's coming to me. It's fucking what's in this, dude?
Beer. Hops. Weed's cousin. Hops. Yeah, hops.
Hops
and weed are cousins.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. They're both.
They look just the same, bro.
I've seen what they look like little nugs.
They look like nugs, dog. That's funny. Yeah.
Fuck. What was I gonna ask you? God damn, my brain. See,
bro, I'm built just the same, bro. I feel like that's why this episode is just so chaotic. Honestly, we're so off topic, bro.
It's fine.
It's
I work my editing magic to make it all make sense.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you can.
I'm gonna put it together.
You really do a good job. Honestly,
thank you, man. I really appreciate it.
Hell yeah, bro. Honestly, like, let me ask you something, if you don't mind me asking.
I love when people ask me questions.
Yeah, I mean, so it's like
like I feel like a sense like I've been giving you gifts, and then it's like, oh, you got me something.
Right?
a question for
No,
me.
it's even on the spot. I honestly, bro, I thought I was gonna write shit to talk about, but
It's coming to you as it goes, huh?
exactly. But what I wanted to ask you is like, what do you get? What do you get out of like what you do as a like a podcast host? Like there's a whole bunch, and people would be like talking. It's like, what makes yours different?
I
know
get
what I'm
you.
saying? Like, it's like, so it actually goes out to two questions. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very hard for me to understand. So I would love to at least ask the person, the creator, you know what I'm saying? Like what, right? But what do you get out of it? And like, how does it make you feel? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. What's your end goal?
So you know what? Thank you. That's a pretty good question. And you know what? I've I've always obviously like I've ran like mock questions through my head
Right.
just for like
I have conversations in my fucking head, dog.
dude. Yeah, but so like for me honestly, so it started out. I'm not gonna lie. It started out as just something I was like. I started listening to podcasts and I was like, that looks fun. Like,
right.
It just looks fun.
As any podcast.
Yeah,
right?
and then I was like, that's insane. Like, I feel like I can do that.
Right.
Like kind of like, why can't I do it? And then like so many things start going through my head where I'm just like, what am I doing it for? Like, all those questions I ask myself.
Right.
What's gonna make? Because I'm all about making being different.
Okay.
And it's really hard, with now podcasts are a thing. So
course.
everyone says it. Everyone and their mom has a podcast, and it's so true.
Yeah, dude. I listen to podcasts, and they're saying like, "Hey, you want to make a podcast? It's like that. Go ahead, and just use the app."
But it's crazy because like that's how in podcasts are just they're fucking multiplying by it's insane.
Yeah.
So I asked myself these questions. I was like, what am I bringing that's gonna be different from other ones? You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
And I really, really thought about that. Like I thought of so much shit, and I think I've done it before where I have, I'll try like segments out. Like how does a segment work in a podcast?
Okay.
And then so I just try all these things out. So for a while when I was doing it, I was like, it was just a new learning thing for me at the time, like just to learn something new. Also, it was learning how to edit stuff. So it was just like a cool thing I thought was cool that I learned, how to edit videos, how to put audio to video, stuff like that. Things that I didn't know.
Skill, homie.
And I kind of, off YouTube.
Just pick something up. You just say, you know what, this is like fun.
Yeah. And so it was cool. And I learned something new from it. And then and not that I'm like trying to toot my horn. I really don't like to be that person who brags about myself.
Like,
but
that's what I was trying to tell you, bro. I mean, like that, there's always, what off topic, what we were talking about before we even started this, like I told you, it's like there's always a situation to two things where it won't become egoistic or narcissistic. It's like I asked you what you're getting about, so go ahead, tell me about it. I'm getting to know you. So that there is the difference where it's like someone's trying to get to know someone, where there is someone that's basically trying to push this image, like they want to be this image, so that people would want to just like, it's like, this is what I am. You know what I'm saying? But there's always like positive and negative ways to do it, right? I don't want to just generalize.
Yeah.
But go ahead. I'm so sorry for cutting you off, bro.
No, you're good.
But then again, let me kind of give you some more stuff to talk about. Like, has this made you grow more as a person?
Yeah, totally. I mean, like I just doing them. I've always talked about with other people too. Like doing them, I learned so much about myself as well as like, I learned so much about other people, and I've been making like really like just through the podcast alone, I've made some really good friends.
Okay.
Just from it's kind of the same thing as you. Like they kind of just hit me up more, and like I was just telling like, hey man, like I appreciate you sharing my podcast. And I was like, man, I really like it.
Of course, yeah. Dude.
And then and as I'm doing it, I'm starting to find out like everyone has a story. Like not to be cheesy, but like everyone has a story, and everyone thinks differently. And I think you're gonna be one of my, like you're very you're gonna be one of the out there kind of guests, which I'm totally excited and I love it, and I love that you're so open, because like things we are gonna talk about. A lot of people, they're gonna be like, I don't know if I want to put that out there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And it's really, and like as crazy as it sounds, it's really hard to find people that like you really want to talk about that, And so like, so
dude,
it's
you can
cool.
tell me about anything, bro.
Yeah.
Like if there's just something that you just wanted to nitpick about a person, you just wanted to get like another input about it, about any topic, dude. Like, go at it, bro. It'll just, like I said, like that's where you just grow as a person,
But so So yeah, so like I said, I met great people too. So it was crazy because I started it as just like, oh, this could be fun, you know.
Right.
And it's crazy how in such a short amount of time it's turned into like something really like I didn't. It's weird because I'm not even at that far, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not at a.
Believe me.
But
you
like
got
for me,
talent.
dude, like
Yeah.
it like days will go by and no one adds the Instagram or no one subscribes on YouTube, and it's like whatever. So when I get one, I'm like, fuck yeah, dude! Like I'm so excited,
bro. I get the exact same
but
feeling. Dog.
Yeah, and so and it's that and I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's that thing that
it's dopamine.
It's that dopamine, yeah, that everyone talks about that you get from Instagram. That gratitude you get from a like or from a follow,
Dude,
and I get that.
Shit is a drug,
See,
bro.
and I get like that, like, but I'm not like, how can I put it? I feel like I'm good at. So I have my personal one. I have the podcast one, right?
The Slav, and then
I can post on my personal one. If I get like 20 likes or 100, I really could care less.
Right.
I'm focused on this podcast because to me this podcast, like I feel like I've invested so much into it.
Right.
And also like I feel like I've done a lot of like unfinished projects.
Okay, so you feel like you just like
I kind of let people down, and it sounds so stupid, like you said, egotistic, like to think that like really like people care that much, like bro, you left and no one cared. Like I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I know, dude. Like there's people I talk to constantly that are like they're like I've always said they're like my day ones,
right?
And like there are people that like are always like, dude, like this was a great episode. They're always, and so I love that.
Yeah.
And so once I started seeing that more, I was like, oh shit, like people actually enjoy this, and I was getting so much positive feedback, and that kind of just kept me going more and more, and it turned from just something that I was like, this is fun, like I like to do it, and I told myself, I was like, even if this doesn't become a thing, I'm just gonna keep doing it. I'm just gonna keep putting out episodes and see what happens, because I'm like I've always seen like either memes or like there's stories about people that like TV shows,
right?
It took like up to like fourth season for them to get a Grammy nomination.
Oh fuck yeah!
But it was like shows like Dexter or Scrubs, like shit like that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you think about that, it's like, and that's kind of how I feel. Like I'm like, and it's crazy because I'm kind of scared because I'm going up. I can feel it, like the momentum of this podcast. I feel it. It's like I'm getting
racing, bro, huh?
I'm getting like more guests. I'm getting interesting guests. Right. I just had on like I had
the boxer,
Anthony Clark,
dude.
The boxer, like. And that's the thing is like a lot of people can be like, like what's the big deal? But to me, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
And so like, and it's like like a self gratitude. Like I'm proud of what I've done up to this point.
Of course, like it's everything is so so subjective. It's like from what I've gotten the vibe of your podcast, you like from the most part, or at least I'm pretty sure is the most part. These people you bring on is because like you're interested in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, I mean, if you weren't interested, like you wouldn't have these conversations.
Yeah.
So it like, and then again, so it's like this is more to you, and then again, like it could be also your personal therapy too.
And you know what? It's crazy you said that because I've always thought about it. I don't think I've ever told anyone out loud, but yeah, like it's like a personal therapy. Like instead of going to a therapist, I have these conversations with people, and it's cool because it's people
you get
like you.
Yeah,
and everyone has. They're not judgmental. They're like, you do you, I do me, and I don't know if I've been blessed to have great.
Hey, I'll be honest though, they could be any. I mean, that just depends on the person though. Anyone could just be like, upset. They'll be like, you know what? I don't think that's cool. And they'll walk off, dog. They'll build people that be walk off.
And I'm not like I'm up for it. Like, hey, hey, it's more views, right?
Oh man, dude.
Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? If people want to get crazy, yeah. But at the same time,
seen that Fousey tooth thing with no jumper?
Dude,
when he just straight up just went like off the chain.
So I like that podcast. It's very raw. So
exactly.
But I've seen a few where like shit goes down during those podcasts.
You know what podcast you need to listen to, bro?
What's
it called?
The Slob on the Pod?
Oh, of course. That's the only one you gotta listen to. That's the only one you gotta listen to. But there's this other one. I forgot what it's called. It's this African lady. She's been really cool. She's like
You Must Seen.
Huh?
You Must Seen with Eric Castaños.
No. No, she's from like the South, bro. She's so raw. I love it. It's such a cool episode. Like, hold on, let me see if I can pull it up. Real quick. It's like
What's it about?
whatever.
Oh.
It's like just like she
cool.
just
like
brings in whatever.
I like that.
So it's like it's all urban, right?
Mhm.
As clean as I can say it, like it's all urban, but they have one guy that's white. So it brings that comedic value where it's you're like man, dude, it's so fun. Like they give him these passes.
Mhm.
They learn about each other, you know, and then you get a sense too of both sides.
When you say passes, what do you mean?
What do you mean? Like, well, you know.
Oh, okay.
You
So
know what
like,
I'm saying?
you know what?
Saying.
And see, that's the thing is like I've always thought about that. Not that like so if what I'm thinking you're saying is like they have like a black person, so they're like,
Right.
okay, I give you a pass to say the N-word, so they say it publicly because a black person let them, right? Is that what you're saying?
That's like
So-
something like that. And now I got a story about that, which is crazy. When I say a story, just like it's like an event that happened. It's
Mhm.
like with a like an influencer.
Mhm.
He went off and he just how would you say it was like during this whole trendy is like, oh, here's the pass, right? So what he went off and did and is
Wait,
capitalized
what do you
and
mean?
made the pass.
The pass. What are you talking about?
You know, the pass. The pass. Yeah, I just want to say it as a pass because I mean, like, I you know, I don't want to say any terms. I don't know. Like
Oh,
say,
okay.
I don't know what it is. Like, as far as like what was okay to say and what's not okay to say, I'm very, very new to.
Oh, I got you.
Like
I got you.
to like I'm saying, dude, I'm so ignorant. I'm ignorant. I don't know what's okay to say.
Dude, I feel you. That's why I always try to save myself and I try to say, hey, like, you know, anything
Yeah.
I say, like, I don't mean to offend anyone.
Right.
Because legit, like, I'm just saying what I'm thinking and I'm not trying to be mean to no one or
it's
anyone.
genuine curiosity. But
Exactly.
then again, like, I mean, like, there's always intentions.
Mhm.
If your intentions are true and your intentions are just curiosity, I get you. Like, but it's always just how you just really think. But then again, like it's like how life is.
Mhm.
It's a deck of cards. You don't know what the fuck you're gonna get.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like, I mean, as you try to be very cautious, you never know. Like, and that's why I just try to just not be even saying any words about anything. Maybe I've already fucked up before you even started. But then again, like I said, like that's my fear right now.
And
like I said,
that's just in time. That's like what just came in time. Like that's a new thing.
yeah.
All this being worried. Like it's like we don't want to be censored, but even if when we're not censored, we still watch what we say for some reason. It's like
No,
well, then
of
just
course.
censor
I
me.
love the ranchy stuff. Like
Yeah.
it's like I'll keep it to myself. Like if you call it whatever you want. It's like it's my pastime.
Exactly.
And you know, if you're put there and you know around it, and you just don't want it to come out. I mean, like yeah, like it'll come out. It's like it's an interest. Like maybe it'll just drive curiosity. You like it'll always just depend of how you use that curiosity.
Mm.
Because I mean, yeah, dude, there's always positive way of thinking. There's always negative way of thinking. So it's always just like, see, I'm telling you, bro, we're getting way off topic. I don't even know what we're even talking about anymore.
Same.
I'm trying to like think here, like talking about this stuff, and I'm like, wait, what are we talking about?
It's fine, dude. I'll just try to pull us back.
Yeah.
Let's. We can even jump into like another topic.
No, if you want to go ahead and if you have more questions for me, feel free.
Let's
bro.
talk about conspiracy theories.
Ooh.
Because like I was telling you earlier, I've been talking to a lot of my friends, and I was like, man, I want to get someone on that's like not even someone like you don't have to be knowledgeable, just like I just want to get your opinion.
At least talk about it.
Yeah, I just want to get your opinion on
Yeah,
it because
yeah,
like
yeah.
I feel like I talk to a lot of people, and they're kind of just like yeah, like I just tell my opinion on like things I believe.
Right.
But like I'm not like really I'm not like one of those people to believe those things. But in time I've been seeing a lot of things that like, UFOs are obviously true. Bohemian Groves.
Bro. Alex Jones, damn it! Oh my god, dude, this
I'm gonna have to
fucking
bleep that,
hilarious.
dude. Did you know like Alex Jones like can't be posted anywhere? So there's like it's not so it's like a real thing. It's not even like no theory. So any podcast that has had him on, they somehow it just gets deleted off the internet. He was on I don't know if you know the comedian Andrew Schultz.
No, no.
Okay, he's a comedian. It was on his podcast.
Okay.
And I had listened to it. And it's cool because like to me it's not a big deal. Like I was like, oh cool, Alex Jones.
Okay.
I listened to it, and then 2 days later I wanted to go back to it, and it was gone. Like I was like, the hell. Next episode they're like, I don't know what happened to it. They took down the Alex Jones episode. Can't post it on YouTube. Nothing.
But
so
can
like,
you talk about?
You can talk about him. I was just joking. But no, yeah, there was like this whole thing, and there was another podcast that I listened to, and they were like, yeah, I got took down, like, and they
what
can't.
About the Joe Rogan one? Is that one still up?
I don't know.
I haven't looked it up recently because that's one of my favorite ones. Like honestly, just like the whole bio of this guy, bro.
Yeah.
Like, dude, just think about this, man. Like, you're only crazy if you know something, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this guy knows a fairly amount of decent stuff. You know, it's like, you ever played this game called Bloodborne? It's on the PS4. If you're if like.
I play PlayStation, but no, I don't play too many story mode games.
No,
I'm more of like football, more like sports. Like play a game and then when it's done, it's done. Like I'm not trying to.
So the premise of this game, dog, it's really interesting. So if you ever played Dark Souls, so it's just kind of like Dark Souls basically, but there's like this in-game stuff it's just called just like the eye, and you think the eye is just like the all-seeing eye, right? It's like knowledge, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the more you collect these things, the more the game warps. So it's like it just seems more crazier. It's just more chaotic, and more like you tend to see more things, you know. So I feel like with this guy, like knowledge is power, but also knowledge could also mean insanity too.
Yeah, but is it sanity because it's not what we're used to?
The best way I can say it is yes. It's out of our norm, and
exactly.
But then again, as we progress, just think about it, bro. Just think about it. This is a conspiracy theory. I'll tell you this. Look. Sorry, I had to take a fucking sip.
We both did at the same time.
So, Christopher Columbus, bro.
Okay.
That guy was really cool. He was as far as like he was really knowledgeable in astrology. So when he went to fucking to this, he just actually discovered America and so, and then just did all that. And then like they had to go, or I don't know if they had to leave or they were just gonna go and come back, but they needed supplies. They had no way of getting these resources. They saw obviously the natives, and they're like, you know what? They asked him, it's like, hey, yo, like, we need some supplies. Like, can you haul us some? You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. And these are the kind of guys that they get what they need, and I feel like that's always been them. Even in any other stance for it, like they don't overstock. So they had what they need. Mm-hmm. So like they weren't like they weren't stingy. Yeah, they want to do it. They want to say stingy, but then again, bro, I mean, like these guys they got literally just busted out of their comfort zone. Yeah, you're like, oh, this guy literally barging in. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not used to it. You know what I'm saying? So but then again, I'm saying stingy. I'm sorry for like trying to defend that. You know, but like that's like
I get you.
Right. So back to the astrology thing. Like it's like this guy knew that there was gonna be an eclipse. Or like some sort of thing. It's like saying like, hey, yo, if you don't fucking like listen to us, I'm about to cause some mayhem, so and so. And they're like, you're bluffing. It's like, just watch, bro. I'll give you till this time to do it. And if you don't, it's like I'm about to rain hell, So time passes. They waited. They waited to the day, and then it happened. The eclipse happened exactly. They all got scared. They didn't. It's crazy. Like they didn't believe that this would happen. So they're like, you know what? Like, let's go. Like, we need to give this guy what he needs. Like, I mean, you never know if that really happened or no. But like, I heard that as a conspiracy.
But like, saying what you said, because obviously that was so long ago. Right. So the only reason we know that is because of a story that someone passed down, and it goes to that. What was that thing you called it?
The telephone game.
The telephone game. And so, and that's how I feel. That's why it's like, like history itself has a lot of gray areas. It's like,
Fuck,
so are we just supposed to believe the story? Because like that's all it is like, oh, my grandpa told me a story about this, and then it's like you go chase it down to where it's like, well, that grandpa was fucking George Washington or something, you know? And it's just like, what the fuck? And so it's like by the time it gets to, you know, some old man that's in 2021 right now,
right.
the story's changed to where, you know, George Washington was black after all.
Right.
Like, and it's like, what? Like, he's just changing up the story now. And it's like, how many times before has it been changed? What do we know that was real then that is real now? You know what I'm saying?
Did like stuff is coming out, bro. Stuff is coming out as far as our presidents, bro. I forgot who it was. That fool with the kite. You see, I'm so uneducated in
Benjamin Franklin.
There you go, Benjamin Franklin.
You know what?
I'm so dumb.
I got you, bro. You're not dumb. I got you. When you can't figure it out, I got you. And I can't figure it out, you got me.
All right. You're my lifeguard. But right, did you know he's a fucking murderer?
Like
he
on
killed
purpose?
people, bro.
Like on purpose or trying?
No,
like,
he
trying
killed
experiments?
them. Yeah, dog.
I didn't know
like he
that,
went out and fucking went on a fucking murder spree, bro. And then like literally he literally has skeletons in his basement. He buried fucking people under there.
No idea.
And then when they went to his house to look and preserve and such historically and such, they found fucking bones, hella from different people. What? It could be that person. I'm not sure, but I want to say that like it was Benjamin Franklin as the one that
and is this fact or is this conspiracy?
It was conspiracy, but it's facts proven now because like they found bones, bro. They found bones like literally buried under the fucking basement.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you ever think about? I always trip out when people say like there's like that statistic that like there's a percentage of how many times you'll walk by a murderer or like a rapist or something. Bro. Rapist I can see a little bit more common, which is bad, but
I'll tell you this.
Murderer? Can you imagine?
I wouldn't say murderer, but I'll just say I wouldn't say off topic. We're always gonna be off topic. But it's related to this.
This episode is titled Off Topic.
Off topic, right? Okay. It's related to this. So how can you really like test that? You know? Like what the fuck? You gonna tell me there's a fucking number and you gotta go off and ask like, hey, you're a motherfucking murderer?
Exactly.
How do you do that?
And that's the thing is history has proven that all murderers aren't stinky, dirty, and scary looking.
It could be anyone.
It could be a good looking dude, and that's why he's such a
successful. If you talk about good looking dudes, who's the fool that they idolize?
Richard Ramirez, Night Stalker.
No, was it?
He was one of them. Surprisingly.
The one that was handsome though, the one that was they had the Netflix special.
Zac Efron played him.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Dahmer? No, was it?
No. He Ted Bundy?
Ted Bundy, I think so.
He had brunette hair, you know what I'm saying? He had a menacing smile, you know. But dude, have you ever seen that these ladies just go off to like these tours trying to like contact this ghost? You're like, hey yo, like I find that arousing, you know. I find you arousing. Like it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like you know what? I don't want to generalize it because then again that's very ignorant of me. But like from what the videos I've seen, like most of these ladies they go to this tour like where it's its house. Mm. And they try to just be around his spirit, trying to say like, hey, you know, it's like
and get turned on by it.
I think they get turned on.
Ted Bundy, you were right.
I think so, dog. But I don't know. They just have this arousal for it. I don't understand it, but it's crazy.
That's the thing. I'm very fascinated with a lot of things like serial killers.
Right.
I follow like on Facebook. There's a page I follow. It's like morbid and something. I don't know. And it's just it's not that I'm like I don't think about killing people or anything, but it's very fascinating that there are people that think about it. You know, it's like
right.
It's like when they're talking to, like whenever I love when they interview like serial killers. It's very fascinating. It's like when you get down to it, it's like there was no like sometimes what fascinates me is when there's no reasoning. It's like were you raped as a kid? No, were you I lived in a good child. I was a good we had money, we were wealthy, and it's like. I would just, or like I was bored, or the idea, or like their mindset during that time is always interesting.
There is no motive. That is
and that's always, I feel like that's always the number one question is like, why did they do it? The motive.
That's the first thing that honestly pops up to your mind. Like, why?
And there's a lot of times where it's like, a lot of these cases go on. It's like no one knows. No one knows why he shot up a school. No one knows why he killed his mom, in the middle of the night. Like, no one knows. He just did it, and then whatever. And, like, it's crazy that like there's people like that. And so I'm very interested. But like I said, I would never do any of these things. It's fucking insane. But it's interesting to me that those people are.
There is no stereotype to, like, what defies what a murderer looks like,
Exactly.
who it is, because I mean, it could be anyone, bro. Like at any age. Like I mean, then again, if like an infant, like like I don't know, like, but something like
an infant.
No, imagine like
an infant being a murderer.
Just think about the Omen. The Omen. You ever seen the Omen, the movie?
Okay, yeah.
Right,
okay.
right. So like toddler, like this, he's there, but not there.
You know what though? But there are cases. I mean, I don't know how low it gets here in the States, but I've seen like people in like what's it called? Like I don't know, maybe like Puerto Rico or like just other countries.
Tropical places.
Yeah, well, not so much tropical places. Just other countries. I know Puerto Rico's part of us, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like the Philippines and stuff, and there's I end up coming across like where there's kids that killed when they were like 5 or 6.
Oh fuck!
Like
yeah,
they like in like there's always like world's youngest murderer, and it's always for some reason it's always someone like in a third world country, like a different country,
right?
And it's like, but it's weird because like I don't know, like hear me out. So when I say
happens here too,
but that's what I'm saying.
It doesn't.
So that's what I'm saying, because it's a third world country, or because it's a country that I'm not accustomed to or don't know about too much, or maybe they are like whatever they are,
right.
Because of where they're at, it's not that big of a deal. Okay. Because I'm like, okay, well that kind of makes sense that would happen. Is that bad of me to think that? Oh, okay, that makes sense. Like it happened over there. But you hear about a 6-year-old killing someone in the States, and everyone's like, what the fuck? That's crazy. Like that kid's But is it? Do they think that it's so insane because of we're in the USA, the best goddamn country, like. It's unbelievable to think that we can be that fucked up. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I feel like if there's more stories about it in here, we'd be like, what the fuck? Kids are killing people?
But not just kids, though. It's like, just think about it.
But it's always the unexpected. You would never expect.
It is the unexpected. But, like, I mean, they don't really report it much because, like, that's a child at the end of the day, Yeah. Like you like the media, I want to think maybe thinks about it and just saying like, you know what, are we really gonna put this out there and like ruin this child's life? Where it's like he's not always, like this kid for whatever reason, like they say in the toddler, right? Say like he could walk, like he's already going to like grade school, right?
Point. Yeah.
I don't know. See, I don't have kids, so
he's
like
in first grade.
No,
probably like in first grade.
First grade. Let's say first grade kindergarten, right?
Yeah.
Like, let's just say that. Freaking goes off, dude. Just does mischief that an adult would do. You think you would expect, at least someone that's already has double-digit numbers, like age, coming from like I don't know, fucking 15 going up, maybe even lower. But then again, I'm just saying, you like. I feel like it's not reported so much because it's like they don't know if that's really how the kid is. It could be a mistake. You don't know about the situation, and then again, you don't want to ruin the child's life.
Yeah,
like the
so
kid's
you don't want to put
that
out
still
there.
Fucking growing up, It's like could it for all it is, it could have been a mistake.
Yeah.
But then again, like I go back up, you never fucking know, and that's just the crazy thing about this place.
Hey, babe.
Hello.
That's my girlfriend.
Nice to meet you.
Hi.
Can I help you? Oh.
Hi. You must be the mama.
Mama.
Hey.
He told me so much about you.
I thought you were gonna go out there with us earlier. You were in the shower.
Ooh.
Guess you gotta do it over.
I guess.
No, you gotta be more vocal, bro. And if she
After
didn't hear
this.
you, you gotta be like, "Hey, like, did you hear me?"
After this.
Yeah,
See, you
The
know.
room smells good, huh?
Does it?
Some notes.
Smell like cinnamon in here?
Huh?
Smell like cinnamon? Does it smell good in
Cinnamon?
here? Does it smell good in here? Or it smells like whatever.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. You know what? It does smell like a fragrance. Yeah.
You got Corona?
Huh?
You got corona?
No.
I can't smell nothing.
No, I could taste the beer. It tastes like beer.
I'm just kidding.
But it's like, yeah, but like instead of it, it's like you could barely smell it. But you know what? Now that you think about it, yeah, I did smell it.
Thank you. I don't know. My girl's like,
No, you know what? They'll always want to make sure that the guests are comfortable. You know, that's cool. That's a good hostess.
Yeah,
cool.
definitely. You're right.
Yeah, if you care about your house, you care about your house. You know.
Yeah.
But hey, I don't know. That sounds like I'm just like being very judgmental. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see, I hate what I say because then I always take it back. I'm a very timid guy. Like I might have not have the filter, but then again, I'm always thinking about what I say. It's like, man, I'll say it, and then I'll say like with a certain, but then again afterwards, like a couple more, like, man, did I really just say that?
Oh, so you don't process it?
I don't. It's such a bad thing about me, bro. It's like that's where I'm like the weird. I'm the weird guy. You know what I'm saying? It's like
it's cool to be weird now, though. It's 2021. You know.
Then again, what is weird? It's just I'm just very abnormal. Before I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now, and I feel like people who know me could maybe vouch for that. Like as I grew, like I try to let go of having that social anxiety. Like I would stutter. Like I mean, if I would be nervous, man, I would straight up stutter. You know what I'm saying? But like more along the line, it's like I've been trying to try to be a better person. Like I've had my slip ups. You know, it's like not proud of it. I've had some like very very like grave mistakes, but you know, it's like it'll go to like this. Like if anyone who's like committed a mistake, like they just and if they really want to be a better person in the end of the day afterwards, like they're aware of their actions, and they say they'll do like, you know what, I don't want this to define me, then you know, like, do you, bro, like try to regain at least whatever sort of sanctity or like clarity of your name that you can try to get. I mean, like, yeah, like bro, like as you grow up, bro, you're not the same person. You're not. You, as much as you want to say that you are, you really aren't. Like at every age, every digit, you tend to become very different. You know, like as the number goes up, like it's a different personality. It'll still be from the same example, but it'll morph. It will always morph. No one would always be the same as they grow.
That's the whole point of like growth, right?
Oh fuck yeah, dog.
I mean, it's like when you bump into someone from like high school, and like especially like now, you know, like for me, I graduated in 2011.
I'm 24, dog.
You're younger than me.
I'm 24.
Bro.
I haven't even done the 10-year university with the high school thing, dog. I'm very happy. I'm very happy, honestly. Like everyone that at least I can remember from high school, anyone, even if it's like we talked and I know who you are, dude. Like I'm as far as like high school, like my year, like, I'm very proud of my year, man. Like they've accomplished so much, man. Like, and it drives me. I've seen so many people that I know. Hello, babies. No. I saw people that at least I know who they are, and they've succeeded so much, dude. And it fucking gives you the drive, bro. Like, it makes you want to do so, like, not the same thing, but have their confidence, have their drive, they're just fuck, dude. It's just, their confidence, bro. It's if you have the confidence, you can achieve anything. You can achieve anything, and I'm very very proud of like the people who at least are my peers that, I don't know what it is, like people that you just grew up with as far as like it's like school, bro, dude. Like I'm astounded. I'm very astounded as far as like how much like we as like our years grown. I'm telling you, like I keep looking at that shirt, bro, and then my homie Edgar, bro, like shout out to Menace, bro. Shout out to fucking Menace. For real.
No, he actually, you know what? Thank you, man. It's my apologies. Glad you brought up my shirt. Thank you. I actually wore it, so yeah, I could shout him out.
For real, homie,
He
that's
actually-
the dog. That's the
he-
dog.
He recently posted that they had done like a photo shoot with him.
Oh,
With Eric,
yeah,
and all
with his
them
lady
at
and all
Auto
that,
Lake
right?
Collective, yeah, Eric and Jer, and yeah, it was I think even Steven from like CrossFit was part of it, whatever. But they
Right.
had all these dope ass shirts and all like really vibrant, like bright colors. And dude, as soon as I saw him, I was like, man, I want one.
Yo, those
Messaged
shit
him and
pops.
yeah, and I was like, dude, can I order one? He's like, technically no. He's like, but I can make something happen. Like if you want one.
yeah.
And I was like,
right. And that's how we
definitely.
talked. Right. Like technically.
Yeah, he's super
right. He's such
super
a cool
cool
guy.
guy.
For real.
So yeah, shout out to him.
For real, dude.
I actually
Talented
funny story.
guy.
Like I told you, I actually met him doing CrossFit. Him and his girl.
Really.
And they're really really good people. Met him. Yeah.
Like me, as far as him, I don't want to say, like, oh, we go way back. Like
Yeah,
we
yeah.
went to high school. Like it's where I tell you, people who I know of, I'm proud. Like I'm just proud of their success. It's like I like to keep up. I'm like at least like with who at least like who I'm around with. You know, it's like at least I can keep updated with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, like, did you know that this happened? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I already fucking know, homie. But like freaking as far as him, like. No, yeah, we're really good. Like we're really decent friends. Like we didn't really like talk as much. Like we had some couple of classes, I want to say maybe, but where I become more like I got to know him more is when like out of nowhere like he started doing his video stuff. I was like I told him like, hey bro, you better fucking get that going, bro. Like yeah, whatever the fuck you're doing, bro, like get that shit going.
Yeah.
And then he asked me like, cause like I was barely starting to do like my music stuff. Like I've never done music before, and like so he's like, hey bro, like. You're going just as me, bro. Like just keep at it,
Yeah.
and like freaking we have this unreleased project that we never. You know what? He did share it a bit. Like if you go way back into like the bottom, you will see me there. Like it's just like some fool just literally just like with the hoodie, just fucking having a little spaz attack.
Oh yeah.
But he
yeah.
said he's like, I'll make it look cool. Like, all right, fool. Like, you know, it's like let's get it going. And then he did this. He came to one of our concerts, and like I really did enjoy it. Like it's like he wanted to keep going. He wanted to keep pursuing it. So that's what I'm telling you, bro. It's like I love that drive that people get. You know, it's like and he made such a great, you know, whatever you want to call what he's doing, because I don't know what you want to call it, but he created something out of nothing, and I'm very proud of him, honestly.
Yeah, dude. I like I said, when I saw the shirts, I had to get one, but I really believe in like, I don't know if I feel like I've seen this somewhere. I don't want to say I came up with the idea,
Right.
but I feel like I've heard this before, to where people, they only support their friends. So it's like, you'll never catch me wearing like a Nike shirt. Like I'm always going to wear like my homies. And I love that, man. Like, I think that's a cool thing. Like, and I want to get like that.
About that, go right ahead. You know, it's like if that's how you want to be, like that's great. Like I mean, like if you're always about supporting the homies, like hell yeah. Not to say that if you don't purchase their stuff, you're not supporting them. There's plenty of ways of how you can support.
Simple. It starts off simple, like social media, sharing their page,
dude. At this time of age, bro. Like honestly, anyone is a walking, talking advertisement.
It's
bro.
very true.
And it'll all lie down to word of mouth.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that's where I really try to not be too off from not having a filter.
Yeah.
Cause I mean like I want to just be myself. Like I just want to be me. I'll if it's very rude, of course I have manners. You know, I have manners. There's always a time and place for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But you know, it's like, hey, you could be whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
I don't know where the fuck I even say that, dude. I literally just went off topic, and I'm trying to go back on the rails.
You say you can literally do whatever you want.
Yeah, dude. I really do stress that. Be whatever the fuck you want, man. I mean, if you want to pursue whatever passion you want, whatever makes you happy, as long as it's not hurting anyone, as long as it's not bringing any damage to yourself, mentally, physically. I mean, by all means, you know, it's a pastime. You know, we're all here just, you want to look at it, just burning time. You know, why not just fill it with a whole bunch of experiences and just distract yourself.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's one of those things. Like, it's like those corny things. Like,
right.
it's like, when you really sit down and think about it, like you're not here for a long time. And the short amount of time that you are here, like, what do you want to do? You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
What
what are
what's
you
holding
gonna
back?
do? Yeah, like, and it's like, I can't like it blows my mind. It kind of makes me sad to think that like I'm gonna go through life. There's a lot of things I'm not gonna do.
Right.
There's a lot of things I'm not gonna experience. A lot of people I'm not gonna meet. A lot of like,
yeah,
famous people I want to meet. I'm not
yeah.
gonna meet them. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of makes me sad, but at the same time, it's like that's life. But
Yeah.
like it's crazy that there's the other day I saw this TikTok and it's this guy and he's interviewing himself, but when he interviews himself, it's like a alien filter.
Right.
And he's explaining, and it's like he has these series on TikTok, and there's one where he's explaining to the like Martian River, like what jobs are and stuff, and he's like, oh, so he's like, what do you guys do all day? He's like, well, we work at these things called jobs, and he's like, we get paid money, and they're like, oh, and they're like, are these jobs fun? They're like, no, not really, but they pay really good money, and they're like, so you get paid a lot of money, but you don't like what you do. And it's like an alien trying to like kind of understand like how we live.
Yeah, these are simple questions.
Yeah,
right.
and it's crazy because when I'm watching it, I'm like, it's funny and it's like basic questions, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like, but I've never thought about it that way.
Yeah.
And so that got me thinking, like, man, in such a short like the time we spent on this earth, like, you know, then that's when I was like, what am I gonna do? You know, and that's when I saw that thing and I was like, that's right. Like, am I really just gonna work at a job like? Why am I working at a job that I don't like? Yeah, it pays good but like I'm not happy though. You know what I'm saying? Like I wake up every day and I hate the job and I don't want to go to work and like I literally say out loud like I hate this job. I don't want to go here. I don't want to go. I don't want to drive.
It's like, well, what are you doing?
Yeah, and it's like I just live to I work to get this paycheck, and as soon as I get the paycheck, pay the bills, and it's like great.
Well, there you go.
Now I have to wait another 2 weeks. Yeah, and it's like, what am I doing? Like, is that life for me? And like, and it's sad that a lot of
you
people
get stuck in that loop, bro.
Yeah,
you could seriously like fucking just work all your life. Nothing wrong with fucking hard working. You know what I'm saying? It's like earn your bread and so.
But
like there's also just like there should be an off button. You know, like if it always depends on the situation. You know, it really does always depends on the situation. How like what life throws at you. If you're decent, you know what I'm saying? It's like, but you're still on work mode, you know what I'm saying? Okay, like why can't you turn it off? But then again, like if you're in like you get yourself like a bad hand, like they're just some people that don't have that liberty.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like if whatever it is, whatever makes you happy, it's a journey in itself. It's an action in itself. No matter what, like if. So like providing for your family is what makes you happy, then I get you that
you'll put up with that shitty job.
No, fuck yeah, bro. And then even then so that you won't know how to turn off that off button too.
Yeah.
I deal a lot with that with my father because like he doesn't know how to stop. And then before I came here, like I was just trying to like chill with him, you know. It's Sunday, you know. But like I don't know where he told me it's like oh when I leave I'm gonna like stop and like leave and come back home until like 4 a.m. It's like 4 a.m. He works at taxi service over there in San Luis.
Oh, that's a crazy job, man. That's tough.
Oh no, he made it. You know, he owns it. He.
Oh, he doesn't drive.
Oh hell yeah, no,
that's badass. Good job for.
But then again, him. Like if like dude, like he does it's because of that he doesn't know how to turn off. And I asked him, it's like, are you okay? Because like we were just trying to like do an oil change, just trying to spend some time, and I see him very distraught. You know, it's like just not there. I asked him, "Are you alright?" Obviously, he's not gonna be honest with me, so I'll just but I say it's like, do you want to go to work? He's like, yeah. It's like I just want to be on the grind. You know what I'm saying? And then my next question is like, are you financially like, are you not financially okay? Like you don't have to lie to me. Like you can tell me. I'll try to help you out. Like as a son should, you know, like as his offspring. No, he's not the kind of guy that's like he will never accept my help. He in whatever way, like emotional and or like financially. But like I learned something from him. Like he doesn't know how to shut off. Like you really gotta take him away to get him to stop. Like if he's around, And he's like, you know, I can work. It's like, I'm gonna go. And since it's his own job, like he makes his own hours.
Yeah.
So it's like he
But he
doesn't know
enjoys
the
it.
tr-
Though.
he-
He makes it.
I think he does enjoy it because like as he says when he grows up, he always enjoys driving. So as long so there you go, driving.
Yeah.
So I'm very concerned, you know. And then again, like, you know, a good deed could always be a curse too. Like it's such a good intention, but at what cost?
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everything comes at a cost, and then it will come at a cost.
Yeah.
So you know, it's like it's crazy. It's really is crazy. Like people really that don't know how to turn off, they really need to. Cause like damn, like I really I'm not saying do it, but it's like I really hope that they do find the help that they can just like stop, you know, just like pause.
Yeah.
Like what like they ask, and then ask themselves like what's going on, you know?
Yeah.
It's not always just work.
True.
It's not always just like just freaking all these like just like outer experiences where it's like you got to put up things. You know, you also got to check in with yourself.
Yeah. Like they say, like if you're like you can be healthy, you can go to the gym, but like are you mentally healthy?
Oh, bro.
A lot, like
don't even
mental
get me
health
started
is
with the
always a
fucking
big
gym,
thing.
bro. Like, hey.
You wanna let's take a break. I gotta take a piss,
Oh, don't even worry
and then
about
we'll
it.
get. I'll write that down and we'll get into it. Oh man, I gotta pee so bad.
Oh, dude, don't even worry about it. Doors.
Yeah, I do. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so that's what we're getting to. We're talking about fitness.
Yeah.
You just started recently getting back into it, huh?
I haven't yet. Not since like I've damaged my hand.
Oh, that's right. We're gonna get into that.
Yeah, dude. I freaking. But, bro, I don't know why I did it, but not to say that I sprained my hand pretty bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like intentionally. So I'll tell you that.
But no, yeah. Like I said, we'll post a video up right here.
Yeah. Of course. I already got it ready for you.
Perfect. But so if you guys aren't, we're probably confused. So he performs in a band.
Yeah.
And then you were on stage.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're the lead singer.
Huh?
You're
Yeah.
the
I'm the
lead
lead
singer?
singer. Yeah. I like these guys.
I know too much.
Yeah, I'm the lead singer to two bands.
What's the name of these bands?
The first one is called Light Lifters,
And
and the second one is called Prisoners, and they're both on Instagram if you guys want to check them out.
Nice, yeah. What kind of music is it?
Well,
the genre?
the first one, it's more of like a modern, like hardcore music. You know, freaking. I don't know if you were like an emo kid or at least like an alternative kid, like,
like name some. Bands.
Freaking Accessing Alexandria, or maybe like
Yeah.
Pierce a Bale or something like
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
or ADT.
I had my emo phase.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, something like that. So that's the one project, and then the other project, Prisoners. It's more gritty, very like
Death metal, like heavy
no,
metal.
is this actually? It's still called hardcore. Still, like, dude, I don't know names, bro.
Yeah,
like these
no, I
guys,
get
like I
I don't wanna
I don't know
label.
names and labels. You know what I'm saying? It's really hard to keep up. You know,
Yeah.
but like best way I can say is just is hardcore. It's gritty. It's almost raw as you could say. I like it. I do enjoy it, but just playing, because I mean it like I'll be honest, I'm not the one with the talent, bro. All of my bandmates from both bands basically have like a whole bunch of bandmates. Probably have like it's like a whole community, dog. Like I have like 10. It's like they're the ones that are fucking. They're the true guys, dog.
You don't
Like,
play any instruments?
I don't play, dog.
Do you know how?
No.
Wow.
I'm not finger coordinated.
You're just
dog.
vocals.
I just know how to just throw my emotions out into a fucking mic.
Damn.
You know what
That's
I'm
cool
saying?
though,
Like,
yeah.
like it's not a talent, bro. Anyone can do that. Like,
Well-
if you're feeling some kind of way, like you'll project that. You
Mhm.
know, it's with anything. Like
Yeah.
anything in entertainment wise. However you feeling and however you want to project yourself, you'll project it. You know.
Yeah, it's definitely like an art. Like you know, like for you, your music, like it's not for everyone, but there's an audience for it.
There is an audience,
And it's a
for
big audience.
anything.
And that's what's crazy is,
Yeah.
and I had to get my mind
I'll
wrapped
tell you
around
this
that.
though, that not anymore. Now, as what you thought before, this is new. The new kind of stuff, bro. It's like you call it rap with metal, bro. No, you know what, bro? At these times, it's such a interesting time for music, bro. I'm telling you this. It's very interesting time for music because you've been seeing a whole bunch of out of just the U.S. artists, right? You never thought you would actually just think that they would be popular as far as like in the States. Just think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like just think about it as far as like TikTok. There's this. You've heard it. Anyone who's heard it, anyone who plays it will know it. It's like the one that you ever see that TikTok where the girl, there's like these two characteristics, right? And then they put themselves together as supposedly like a combo, and then they start doing like this thing as it goes in circles, and they have like this weird song, right? Yeah, right. There you go.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Right, dude. That's not gibberish, bro. That's another language.
Yeah.
If you did not know that, like we're at a time where we're very, very, very open to new kinds of music.
You're very true, and TikTok highlights that big time because there's a lot of songs that like they catch on. They're very catchy, and they're in a lot of videos. A lot of people post them. They put it as the back song, as like the audio in the back, and it's like it's like, oh, that song's kind of catchy. When you look it up, it's like, oh, they're speaking like Japanese all the time, or they're speaking Russian, and it's like, yeah, and I don't realize it until I have a younger brother that's all hip on all that stuff. So he tells me, he's like, you know, that song's Russian, right? And I'm like, what? So I really listen to it,
right?
And I'm like, what? Like, what? This is insane. But you're right. Like, music at this point is super universal. I mean,
heck yeah,
especially
bro.
with like Latin music. I feel like, call me crazy, but
bro,
am I not? I feel like I'm the only one, unless you've noticed it too. But it's definitely gotten popular out of nowhere. It wasn't a thing before. Before it was like rap, country, rock. And now there's like,
back in the day, bro, like I want to say like 50s, 30s, up to want to say 70s, 80s, 90s. Yeah, you can't. It really never ends. But let's just say like we're just like a time point, right?
mm-hmm.
I want to say like let's just put in the premise of like the 30s between like the 50s. The Zoot, bro. Everyone, you don't heard the Zoot, like the old school Chicanos.
The long fucking
long ass
tuxedos.
pants, you
Yeah,
know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Like the gangster, the fly ass hat with the feather and shit, the chain, you know what I'm saying?
Well, it's funny because when you say Zoot Suits, yeah, obviously I think, cholos and Latinos and Hispanics and stuff.
Right.
But what comes to my mind is fucking Jim Carrey, the mask. Do you
Ah, yeah.
the yellow
But then
one?
again, think about it, bro. They had that music, mambo, whatever it's called. I don't even know what it's called. I just say you hear mambo. It's like
Like
salsa.
Mambo.
Salsa.
Are you talking about like the one that sings like Mambo number 5? I know it's
Yeah,
not
but
the name,
that same style,
like
you know
the
what I'm saying? Yeah,
beat,
yeah.
yeah.
You just slow step, right? All that, bro. Like now is exotic. You know what I'm saying?
It is, yeah.
Hey, you have some guy fucking tap dancing and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, this guy's fucking dope. This lady's dope. But back then, think about it, bro. It's like they literally got murdered.
And but what's crazy is back then they only had one genre, huh?
Yeah.
Around that time, like it was only like that, like it like came in.
What
like,
you thought was
there
oldies,
like,
but it's now oldies.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I fucking love that shit, bro. With that soul shit, you
Yeah.
know, that East Coast fucking oldie stories. You
Yeah.
ever, ooh, yeah, that shit. hits
I follow
spot.
like a TikTok page where it's like someone from like Pasadena, and they're always posting just like old lowrider videos.
Right.
And I just go through them all day long,
Dude, I honestly,
And it's
that's
the
very
music
fucking
mainly.
dope. It very, very does. Hit.
You know what? It's crazy enough. We were talking about the dogs just killing each other, and we're just talking. Hey, stop! All right, enough. Michael Vick, over here, got dog fights.
No, there you
But
go, bro.
no, damn, what was I talking about? Oh,
Yeah.
Recently I saw this article where they're starting to bring. I guess they went away with it, but LA like car clubs and car shows, like lowriders and stuff, like
Right.
roaming the streets. It wasn't like, I guess for a while they stopped it.
Yeah.
I don't know the history about it too much.
Uh-huh.
I'm guessing maybe like with law enforcement they had to stop it, but there's been articles like, and I want to go check them out. But there's articles that like people are starting to get car clubs again and like roam the streets of like Hollywood like at night or like when the sun's going down. And I just want to, and it's cool because it's one of those things that like it's like when you see it in movies and stuff, you're like, man, I wish I was born around that time so I could experience that. And now they're bringing it back, and I can experience that at this age, and I just want to go see it. Like,
you ever heard of a takeover?
Like car clubs, like car shows, like car takeovers.
Or yeah, have you heard of the term takeover?
I have, but in different meanings.
So, look it up, bro. Takeovers. If at least like it's in some.
Is it just like takeover?
Yeah, takeovers. If you want to put cars, just put cars. But it's like these people, just like Need for Speed, bro. Like they'll fucking cause this roadblock, and they'll.
Okay.
Yeah. They'll.
It's like some Fast and the Furious shit.
Yeah, but these guys are just fucking doing donuts around in this intersection.
And there's so many cars that block off all the ways to get in that these cops and stuff can't get in, right?
No, I don't know how they fucking get in, but they'll get in.
It buys enough time to get some footage, and then they scatter them.
Yeah, but like here's the thing, like it's just so weird to me. I don't get it. I don't know what's the culture behind it, but if once you start watching them, there's these people that like get in front of the cars and they'll try to jump out.
I've never seen that.
They're doing the donuts, right? And then they get in front of it. They'll try to like this.
So like stand here and just do donuts around them.
Yeah, it's like imagine the intersection, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a plethora of people. So then there's like in the center, it's like the cars is doing the donuts, but these other peoples are in the edge. They try to like jump in and jump out at the at the right time to not get hit.
Oh, and they're just getting swiped.
They do get swiped.
Oh, okay, I've seen that, and I thought that was just an accident. They're actually trying.
They do deliberately do that, and I want to understand why. It's so weird. Like it's
all for the gram.
It's all maybe, but Jesus Christ,
that's just what
bro.
Today's come to.
Dude, that's what I thought I wanted to do when I fucking did that fucking punch to the ground, bro. And fractured my hand. But it's like, is it really worth, putting yourself in like harm's way?
Yeah, everyone wants to go viral. You should. I mean, I don't know how it works, but somehow we need to put it on the internet, and ridiculousness needs to catch it. You ever watch that show?
Bro,
with Rob Dyrdek? Love that show.
If you
I think it's on now.
It will forever be on MTV.
I love that show.
There's nothing wrong with the show, but have you ever seen the lineup to MTV?
So I like that you brought this up, and I just saw a TikTok about this the other day.
Yeah.
Where they were saying like that they think that he like either knows some shit about MTV or he's doing some shit because he has like the most view time on MTV. Like if you look at like the schedule, it's ridiculous. And like rarely. But so this is my thing. So I've heard that, and a lot of people are like haters. Like what is does Rob know some secrets? Like how come they're always putting him out? Whatever. This is my take on it. One, I love Rob Dyrdek. I love everything he's put out.
Yeah.
Fantasy Factory, Robin Big.
I
love I love him as a person. And then I love ridiculousness. I love everyone's chemistry. Chanel West Coast and Stilo, the black dude that does the rewinding and stuff.
Right.
And I love all their chemistry. I love the show, and especially like when I've been drinking or something. Like it's
right.
so what I love
it's
to
a really
just
good
watch.
passage.
Yeah. So anyway, so when I saw that, I was like, or maybe the fact that maybe he's saving MTV. Maybe by him producing these so many episodes, like he's keeping MTV like afloat. And because a lot of people are saying like there's not a lot of shows that there's just like ridiculousness and there's like 21 or 18, 16 and pregnant, whatever the fuck it's called,
or whatever
teen
sort
moms.
Of like it could be that or like some sort of like reality show.
Yeah. So
I'll tell you this, bro. It's not
hold on,
secret
before I forget my thought.
Yeah.
But so. And I was like just thinking like maybe he's saving MTV. Like those are all in most of those shows are like flops. A lot of them like this, especially like Teen Mom, we're like on like it's like regurgitating the same shit that we've done before. It's like, okay, now let's see what season 1 Teen Mom was up to. And it's like same shit. They're just pregnant at a later age. Like the kid's growing up. What do you expect is gonna happen?
Life, bro. But if you want to make a life documentary about someone, that's cool.
Exactly. But so I'm just like, okay, so maybe that's what it is. Rob Dyrdek's just saving MTV by him producing. And I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, as a person that really likes the show, I feel like he brings on it just like it's like a mini podcast. He brings on like amazing guests. He's had Kobe Bryant, Post Malone, like insane guests. and he's and brought him into this this little area like where they just like make fun of videos, and it's like it's an interesting thing, and you find new funny videos. But anyways, I thought it was a great show, and so I was like just defending him, like fuck that, like no, Rob Dyrdek is saving MTV. That's what he's doing.
No, yeah, there's always just something different on how you can take about what's happening.
And I can totally see the other side.
No, yeah, I want to add on to like that. Basically, it's the same thing that happened with ABC.
Oh, what's that?
The AFV videos, dog.
America's Funniest Home Videos.
There
Yeah.
you go, dog. You can't tell me that you've never been on ABC and have like a marathon of that.
Oh, so would you say that you think Rob Dyrdek kind of like stole?
No, but I mean, if
like
it
the
works,
idea?
it works. Because I mean,
yeah,
if you have nothing else to dish out, what works.
Yeah, and see, and that's crazy that you bring. I've never, and as crazy as like it sounds, like yeah, America's Funniest Home Videos is very similar, or Ridiculousness is very similar to America's Funniest Home Videos, and same thing. I grew up late at night just watching back-to-back episodes.
That's
of
what
that
you
shit.
enjoy Rob Dyrdek so as far as like what he's doing
That makes
now. That's
sense.
why it
That's
doesn't matter. You don't
crazy.
mind it honestly, because I mean
Yeah.
you've already been exposed to it.
But so with that one, it's like it makes sense because then it's like I guess I'm just used to it. Like I'm used to the set structure. But what I can see the difference is it changes with time. The jokes now are more jokes or things that we say, more words, different meanings, whatever.
Right.
Back then, I feel like for America's Funniest Home Videos, that white guy was always just doing like corny jokes, like, "Oh, no one should be putting a banana peel there."
Oh my
like
God.
it's
but
like
that's his thing, bro. I mean, just
Yeah.
like imagine like the Steve Harvey show or what? No, that's the one with the guy who looks like Mr. Potato Head.
yeah, Steve Harvey. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
are you talking about the game show?
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go. I
what
mean, like
about-
everyone's got their flavor, their fling to it, you know.
Exactly.
And that's what makes it like is what you say. Like I mean, individuality, bro.
Exactly.
You gotta a flavor and fling to it too. What your podcast would at least like for once it's like differentiates from other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could try to do always the same thing as the same structure, but like the person's what always adds like the different flavors to it.
Yeah.
Like it'll make it its own different thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, I hope like I've kind of made my mark to where like I've kind of made my like when people see like a clip of the show, like, oh, that's Slav on the Pod, like they just automatically know whether they not so much viewing, obviously,
I'm rooting
but
for you, bro.
thank
Dude,
you. I
hell
really
yeah,
appreciate
because I mean, like anyone, bro, dude. I root. I love when people just are happy with what they're doing, bro. It's like it makes people just want to come together.
mm-hmm.
You know, it's all about unity. You know, it's like if you support one another, and no matter what, like and whatever it is, like, dude, I don't think like anyone would ever have a problem with anything. It's so simple to say, but like then again, you know, it's like we always want to be in like the front of everyone's eyes, and no matter way we can say it, it's just like it's just so selfish. I don't know. It's like it like let's just say this. Someone is flourishing in whatever topic, and then this person is just like, damn, like nah, just nah to whatever glow, whatever progress they're doing. But it is like that person that who's just hating has really have nothing to say as far as like, do you know of what they're doing? Are you in a sense like in a similar situation as that person, or just relate to what the person is doing and it's being successful of? Like, why are you hating about that?
I think I think honestly it sounds sad, but I think it just comes down to like pure like just being bored.
Yeah, bored.
Because
right?
like I think about it, like, do you remember Chadwick Boseman, the guy that played
that sounds familiar.
Black-
That did ring.
what is it, Black Panther, the Marvel character?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so same thing kind of happened to him. A lot of people were like judging him because like he started being real skinny and people were making fun of him. And little did they know he had cancer. He just never announced it. That he passed away, obviously. But when he passed, a lot of people were like, "Oh my God!" Like a lot of people were like, "I apologize for making fun of him." People just didn't know what he was going through because he was, like he didn't want everyone knowing that he had cancer.
You
He was
can
just
be
one
as
of those
open
people.
as you want to be.
And he didn't, yeah, and
honestly.
he was like, I don't care. I don't want people to feel sorry for me. Like, I'm just gonna make my movies and be cool. And I was like, damn, like, but yeah. So to what you say is like a lot of people don't know what other people are going through,
Of course.
and to like hate on someone else, it's like, well, why are you hating on why are you hating on someone's dream? Like, why are you hating on someone's like idea of
Why?
anything? Like,
yeah, dude.
it's their opinion, their idea. Like, and you may
Everyone's
not like
entitled
it.
to,
Yeah,
to do what they want.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the recurrent thing that it's gonna be said here. That you can do whatever the fuck you want.
yeah,
dude.
and I'm totally all for it too. Like, I love constructive criticism.
Right.
Like, I get a lot of very positive feedback for the podcast, but like I would love if people were just like, yo, like, I don't like I thought that podcast was whack. I thought you guys it was boring, or it was too much this, whatever. Like, I don't, dude, I am all for, like, if you want to roast me and talk shit about it, like, dude, that's more stuff.
It'll point you at the right direction.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like it would like help with the show. It help progress it, make things better, because it's almost like when you're in school, right? And they're like, if you have any questions, like, just raise your hand. Like, everyone's embarrassed because they're like, my question might be stupid, but it's like, no, your question might be someone else's question. They're too shy. You're gonna save them.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. It's like,
Heck
I want
yeah.
people to tell me, like, yo, like, the lighting's kind of this, the whatever, anything that they don't like
anything.
about it that I can change to change their opinion of my podcast to have them like it.
Of course.
All that's doing is bringing in more people that are like, oh, now I like it because like he changed something up that I liked. I just never told him anything. So I love that, man. Like, I'm all about that. I always encourage it. Like, if you guys have anything ever, just let me know, man. I'm very open. I'm not like, no, this is my show. I'm gonna do it how I want. Like, no, man.
Yeah.
I'm all open for change, and like, I love it. And I love, and not to the point, I love that I do this because this is me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not like trying to be like anyone else.
Of course.
But, and obviously I wouldn't change that. But like, as far as the structure, anything, man, I'm all open for it. So,
Heck yeah.
but yeah, I just wanted to, you when you said that, I was like, it's very true. Like,
No,
I
it's
think,
true. Very
yeah.
true.
And I don't know, like, I feel like a lot of people are like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of people should be more like that.
Ooh,
I don't know.
Yeah, and hopefully in the near future that will be the new norm, bro. Everyone has different norms. Some people are still stuck in whatever time period they grew up in. It's like then again, everyone there's always those open-minded people. It's like it's bless you. It's the way how life rolls, man. It's like you never know. You never know, and you just work with what you have.
Exactly.
Yeah. God dang it.
Man, this has been really good, actually.
Of
I
course.
know, like you said, like, it does kind of sound like it's all over the place, but I can picture, and I know it, like, it's just it's gonna be one of those episodes like you got to really pay attention. But you've said some amazing things, like, so definitely things that open up my mind, just kind of like a different perspective. Like I said, like, just getting your opinion on things. It's like a lot of things you said, I was just kind of like, damn, I guess I never thought about that way. I've never compared the two like that, and so that's why I love doing this thing, man. I meet people like you that just give me a different outlook on
It's
life.
always a different channel, bro. People are channels.
I feel like as I meet these people, I'm gonna start changing my ways. Like, I feel like I'm gonna meet like a vegetarian, and hey, I might be vegetarian for a month because the guy made sense. He made valid points. I'm all about trying new things with like anything. So like,
pick up whatever you want. Yeah.
so yeah, man. I mean, we've been going on for a while, so I think we can wrap up.
Of course, yeah.
But dude, I mean, definitely, 100%. I'm gonna bring you back.
Yeah,
I'm
I hope too.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, I really did have fun with it.
There's so much stuff we can talk about. We can talk about so much stuff, and I just can't wait. So
yeah, honestly, I'm very excited for it, for real. Honestly, I had a really good time. Honestly, it's such a very like inviting environment. You really do know how to like have someone just talk.
I appreciate it.
Because then it's like you have to be a very like I don't know, just a very inviting person to get you to talk, or at least what you're trying to at least have an endpoint in as far as the situation. It's like it's pretty cool. Like, I do feel very comfortable here. I hope that everyone else that it feels comfortable here. It's a very cool safe space. Just to have a conversation about literally what's like cooking in your fucking mind. At least as far as like this episode, it's like it's really cool. I hope that at least someone could just like have like an interesting car ride you know, as they
Exactly.
listen to this, you know? 'Cause
Yeah.
that's what I do.
Yeah, and see, same thing. That's how I fell in love with podcasting to begin with. So the same feeling I got that got me into podcasts is what I hope other people are getting. I hope they're going on these car rides. And dude, I'm so addicted to podcasts. Like I feel like I listen to more podcasts than music sometimes.
Yeah.
Because like I'll go for say because you know I live out in the foothills, so
Right.
Yuma's a good little trip
Oh,
into
of course.
town. So
You got
I get on
time.
I get a good 30 minutes in on a podcast.
Yeah.
So I just hope that the way I feel about them and what I do and the way I listen to them and how excited I get for them, I hope there's people out there that are doing the same with this one.
Oh yeah, dude.
But,
honestly, yeah, dude. It's a very interesting podcast. What you're
Thank you.
going through. Honestly, like I don't want to compare to anything because, like I
Thank
said,
you.
like it's like what
It's a new flavor.
Exactly. I mean, everything is always it will always have structure, and then just like, yeah, there's always gonna be a different flavor of whatever they just bring to the table.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, dude. Honestly, it's very, 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 very interesting thing what you do.
Thank
And I hope that this continues to flourish, brother. Seriously, I
Thank
really
you.
am praying and rooting for you, bro.
I really
It's
appreciate it.
such a really cool hobby, honestly, bro. You just
Yeah.
get to meet new people, invite them to your home.
I get to
and-
share these like crazy that's a cool thing I love is like at the end like there's so many times you have conversations or you hang out with someone and you're like fuck I wish I would have got that on camera or whatever. I feel
Right.
like I get that and I'm glad that I can share with other people like
Exactly.
I can be like yo dude the other day I met this guy and he's fucking like he was telling me his crazy stories and they're like what are you talking about like man you had to be there like it's kind of like here like this is conversation man now you can be here.
That's a really good way to put it, honestly.
Yeah,
You just
so-
you're there. You can still be there. Like
Yeah.
I mean, then again, it's like saying everyone has a story to tell, bro.
Yeah.
Everyone has a story to tell. Everyone has experiences. It's really interesting. So, what's really cool about your thing, you have endless material. So
Thank you.
it's if you one day you tell me, I swear to God, you tell me it's like I don't know what to say. It's like, bro, like you're lying to yourself, bro. You got endless things you could do.
Yeah, that's true.
Endless things. It just pick from your little like whatever is out there and just make something out of it, bro. That's what's really great about yours. Yeah, like your premise, what you do, your hobby. You're gonna get a lot of information, and that is what's really cool. I really do like that about
Thank
your
you.
show. It's
I
like
appreciate it.
even if if not here, I can just listen to it, and I'm just saying, you know what, hey, there you go, bro. Like I could also learn at least a little bit of something from what you at least experience,
Mhm.
And I feel like anyone could like get anything out of any sort of saying. Everyone thinks different.
Mhm.
Everyone thinks different. Like they could re-listen to this and they'll have a different opinion like every single time. Or at least I hope so. Like
Yeah.
just keep thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like don't stop thinking. 'Cause
Yeah.
I mean, then it just gets boring.
Yeah.
Like what? Are you just gonna go empty-headed?
Yeah.
It's that just pure emptiness, bro. Like in your mind. It's crazy. It's a crazy experience.
I know it's scary to think, but like there's times when like I don't know if you ever get this, but I'll just be like spacing out and I'll be like, what am I thinking about? And I'm like, I'm literally thinking about I'm thinking about what I'm thinking about. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there's nothing in my brain right now. Like why there should be something in there that I'm thinking about right now. And it's like I'm literally thinking
on
about
the
black.
thought.
I'm thinking about a blank space. It's
I-
just like it's weird. Like it's weird that like I don't know.
When I think when I'm lost in I wouldn't say a thought, just a blank thought. I feel like my vision just goes and stretches forward, like it just elongates, and the more I fixate in that thought, the more my vision just stretches until the point where it's like, okay, I gotta stop. It's like what am I really like? What am I thinking about? I'm just like frying my own brain just like on purpose.
Yeah.
It's crazy how the mind works, man. Like you could be literally whatever. Like just as if you put your mind to it, right? And then you could feel whatever too, if you let yourself to. Like there's so much like different emotions and like thoughts, and even then those thoughts will come different emotions. It's like it's all different. Like it's its own cycle. Like when there's thoughts, there's emotions, and when there's emotion, there's thoughts.
That's what I'm saying, man. That, like there's so much stuff we can get into. Like
Yeah,
but
dude.
there's only so much time in the world, but
oh fuck!
Did it
That
go?
little thing right there. Oh my bad. Oh shit.
It's all good. We can put it back. But thanks again, man, for coming out
Hey,
here.
no, thank you for having
I
me,
can't
bro.
wait to have you. These dogs are gonna fucking pull the camera down right now. But
That's how they just should end the show one day. Just like
with the
that's a
camera
wrap.
phone. Yeah. Just let the dog look. But yeah, man, thanks for coming out.
No, thank you for having me. Seriously.
Instagram. What's your Instagram?
If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's the_Salvadorian_Dabber 710.
I'll put it out over
You
here.
can put it out. If you want to follow my music, I have 2 bands. It's Light Lifters and Prisoners. I'll send them so you can add them. But honestly, hey, if I have anything to add before we can just end, just like what you heard this entire time, just be yourself. Honestly, like hopefully we can talk about more about self-love in the next one. Honestly, that I do very stress that a lot.
We'll write notes for the next.
Yeah, I really do. Like just tell people, it's like, dude, like don't hate yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go easy.
Heck yeah.
But all right, man. Well, on that note, we're gonna end.
All right,
We're out.
yeah.